Well, here we are in February. Now, February is a little bit of a tedious month in the whole financial aid process. The reason being is this is when you're inundated with emails and mail about the verification process. Now, what's the verification process? We put all these different income figures and asset figures on the FAFSA, on the CSS profile, on the institutional applications, and now the schools are going to verify that those make sense with our actual 2013 tax returns. We cannot do any part of the verification process until we complete our tax return. So that's step one. Once we do, we satisfy these requirements. Now, some schools are going to have you send tax returns directly to them. Some schools are going to not ask for them at all. And some schools use a central processing agency called IDOC. Now, many of you have received an email from IDOC, from the College Board, that's a little bit confusing. You don't know what they're talking about. You never heard of IDOC. And IDOC is the central processing agency that will collect your tax returns on behalf of most of these private colleges. And it's not as simple as just sending them the returns. They sent you a specific cover sheet tailor-made for your student, has their name and social security number at the top of that cover sheet, and they want you to present the tax returns in a certain way. And it's a little bit rigid, how their instructions are a little bit rigid, for lack of a better term. And most people are intimidated by this. They're not comfortable with their own tax returns, and they're not sure what a Schedule A is, and they don't want to mess anything up. Let me just kind of stop and give you the best advice I can give you. Now, you're tired, it's been a long, tedious process, you're sick of the paperwork. Let's make this a little bit easier on yourself. And what do I want to do when, what's going to help you relax? I'm thinking, how can I make this an enjoyable experience for people? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to sit down at your kitchen table. You're going to put your tax returns in front of you. And before you start this IDOC process, you're going to pick up your favorite vice. Okay? Now, it could be anything. Some people, they like a wine. For me, I'm a beer guy. So I feel better already. Okay, so treat yourself, make this thing an enjoyable experience, and here's what you have in the back of your mind. There are no deadlines for the verification process, be it IDOC or otherwise. You cannot mess it up. Whatever you send to IDOC or to a specific college with tax returns, if you miss something, they're just going to get back to you and say, we still need your Schedule C. We need your Schedule A. You cannot be wrong, so don't put any pressure on yourself. If you have any particular questions, you know where to find us. Call us, email us. We'll be sure to get you on the right track. So first things first, we got to get our tax returns done. If we're filing an extension, we have to make sure that the colleges understand that. And when we do go to complete the verification process, take your time, take a deep breath, enjoy a nice drink. Do not put any pressure on yourself because you can't mess it up and you can't miss a deadline. So again, you know where to find us if you have any questions. If you can think of anybody that might benefit from working with us, as always, please pass along our contact information. We'll talk to you in March.